Murakoze, Excellency, Honorable Minister, dear brother and sister in the Gamirgwa, dear youth, for those who didn't attend to in Itorero in the Gamirgwa, I am FURAHA Marwa Bushra, coming from Djibouti. I was born by, my father was Rwandan, and my mom is Algerian. And it's my first time here in Rwanda. So, it's the embassy who told me about this program. It was my community in Djibouti. We usually, like every year when we prepare Kwibuhora and Kwibuka, the embassy told me about the program because they felt sad that people who were not born and raised in Rwanda wasn't even able to know our mother tongue. So I was very excited to come and see for the first time my country. And when I arrived, I was amazingly surprised because it wasn't like my father described me the country. My father and his family was forced to leave their country because of the policy before. It was in the 70s. Youth people were, a part of the youth people were not allowed to go to school, to work, and they were persecuted. So it was a very, very different for the Rwanda that you see today. The things that you think are granted, a lot of people don't have this chance. They were forced to leave their family and all what they know, and to go to other countries. And when I went to Gabiro, I was so surprised to, like, I really felt like being home. Nobody asked me where I came from. The only thing that my brother and sister in the Gamirgwa noticed, it was that I wasn't able to understand Kinyarwanda. It's the only thing that they asked me. Don't you know your mother tongue? How? And then I explained to them that I was born and raised in another country, and that Arabic is my first language, and all these things that happened to me. And during this training, we had this motto about this motto. Sorry, my English is disgusting, but I usually speak French. So we had this motto, and it was, "We are trained to win." As Rwandan, young Rwandan, we are trained to win. We cannot afford failure. Because of the elder sacrifice and our story, we cannot fail. It's not an option. And the thing that I liked the most about Gabiro, it was the fact that there were 600 people, almost 700, with different backgrounds. We were all treated the same way. We were all close. And I think it's the better thing that happened to me, because The worst thing that could happen to me is to come to Rwanda, visit Rwanda like a tourist, and only see the commercial part of it. And I think that if I came only visiting my family, I would be like only meeting my family, the friends of my family, and I wouldn't have this large vision of Rwanda and of the story of Rwanda. So I'm very grateful to you, instructor, and also my brother and sister, because I learned a lot about Rwanda, about you, about myself, about the story of our family, because when we went to the museum against genocide, they were a part of like talking about Butare and what happened there. And it was, for me, it was like, I can't describe the feeling because I'd never had the chance to talk about that with my dad. My dad was still traumatized about what happened, and he never gave me those details. And the only thing that I have to share with you is wherever you go, don't forget where you come from. Don't say we don't live in Rwanda. What happened in Rwanda don't concern us. We cannot, it's not an excuse. We have to be involved about our development. We have to be grateful because the Rwanda we see today, our family are safe. We have to fight for our country. And I think that this patriotic spirit, I will share it with other young kids there and other people who are still traumatized, who think that it was impossible to see the Rwanda of today. So thank you very much.